Hi there, welcome to Nonsense Whisky. My name's VinPF, and this week I'm actually a little bit behind the curve on usual releases, and this is the Glenfiddich Experimental Series Project 20. Now, you may see it as an XX, but it's definitely 20 as advised by the UK ambassador Mark Thompson for the Roman numerals 20, and we'll go into that in a little bit of reason why. There is a reason for it, and it's kind of important. But the reason why I've decided to do this today, two reasons. One, it was a Twitter poll. If you follow me on Twitter at NN Whisky, every now and again I'll chuck a poll out and you can decide what I might review next. And the second reason is because they've just announced a teaser about the third iteration of their experimental series, of which this is the second. The first being the Glenfiddich IPA experiment, which I covered a month or so ago. I'll put a link somewhere for it and you'll be able to go and check that one out. This is number 2, released last year, 2016, and it is the Project 20. Now, let's go on to the dram itself and talk about a bit of history about why they're calling it 20. So the reason why this is an experiment is because the guys at Glenfiddich got all their brand ambassadors together in one place up at the distillery, and they said, in the warehouse, pick whatever cask you want, go nuts with it, and they all ran into the distillery and found casks they really liked, up the back, whatever, and this is the amalgamation of the flavour profile that produced. This is not the liquids that are in those barrels, in those casks. This is the kind of blender's version of it, but within that are 17 bourbon casks, ex-bourbon casks, 2 ex-sherries and 1 port pipe, which is, it should be fairly interesting. This goes in the UK for about £50. They did run out for a little bit, but they've got back on the shelves. And why not? It sold a lot better than the IPA did. I see the IPA still on shelves now. As I covered in that video, I thought that was nice, but a bit overpriced. This, however, at £50, I think is quite fairly priced. Bottled at 47%, non-chill filtered, natural colour, all the things that you guys like. And a bit of a fresh air from the Glenfiddich, because their kind of core range is mostly 40%. So the fact that this is up at 47 is a real good thing. So yeah, sorry, so the 20 people picked their casks. Now, an interesting design choice, they've gone with the same kind of tri bottle, but down halfway on the bottle and on the box is a thumbprint. It looks like a thumbprint, you can tell it's a thumbprint, but it's actually the amalgamation of all 20 of their thumbprints together. So it's a kind of a mark that the ambassadors chose this. And I think, personally, on a personal level, I think that's a really nice touch. Not only that, but letting them do this choice thing. Because these are the guys that sell their brand across the world. They know their customers better than I would say the distilleries do. And in this kind of modern age of whiskies, it's getting really popular. People are running out of stock. Even the giants like Glenfiddich are running out of stocks on some of their nicer stuff. So they've got to do something to keep up with the times, and they've got to do something to keep up with the demand, no less. And releasing crap non-age statement is quickly shooting people in the arse. Not naming any names in particular, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So if you're going to do it, it's got to be done right and it's got to be done well. And as I think you'll find, I think this is done well. So let's move on to the dram itself and see what we get from flavour profiles. So on the nose, there's that sherry influence there. You're not missing it. It's even though it's sort of 17 to 2, and then the port, it's there. I would call it 50-50 if anything, but it's there. It's big, but it's nice. You've got that kind of fresh flavours you expect from your Speyside Glenfiddich spirits. It's typical, it's typical Glenfiddich, but it's got that kind of extra dimension, maybe from the port pipe, I don't know, but maybe from the extra ABV. On the palate then. It's very sugary, but not kind of overly sweet. Kind of brown, sugary kind of feelings, probably from the sherry. It's a touch spicy, not like, it's a really weird thing to say. It's not overly spicy, and it's not a specific spice. It's just kind of tingly spiciness, pepperiness maybe. But it's not like your kind of white pepper, that sort of thing. It's just a touch, a little back burner of pepper. Interestingly, after trying it, the nose changes a little bit. For me, I get just very faint citrusy at the back of it. Maybe even a slight bit of grapefruit. If that's not too much nonsense. A bit strange, but never mind. And the finish, medium-y. There's a little bit of appliness coming out of the back. But overall, it's very good. But yeah, quick overview on the Project 20. I think it's definitely worth the £50 that it's asking for, and it's still in stock now. So I would say, official stamp of approval, go and get it. There you go. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Click on one of these other links to go see some other videos and subscribe down here. And I'll see you again on another No Nonsense Whisky video.